Hey everybody, it's Michael from Nagios, and today we'll be going over how you can automatically decommission objects using the Deadpool feature within Nagios XI. The Deadpool feature lets you automatically manage hosts and services that have been in a problem state for an exceeded amount of time. This declutters your environment, making sure any long-term failures or notifications are suppressed. Deadpool can also deactivate or delete objects in a controlled and automated way. Deadpool is able to keep your environment clean, concise, and focusing on what's actually still in use. So let's jump into the Nagios XI homepage to see how to get started. Now, the Deadpool settings can be found in both the Neptune and modern themes within Nagios XI. I'll first show it in Neptune, but skip to the timestamp if you'd like to see it in modern. Now, Deadpool settings can be found in two places. Under the Enterprise tab, you can find it here for Deadpool settings. But additionally, you can go to Admin, Monitoring Config, and then the last item will be Deadpool settings. Here, you can enable the Deadpool processor by selecting the box here, and you can also choose whether performance data should be removed when a host or service is deleted. Additionally, you can choose the email recipients that will get notification when Deadpool activity occurs. You can separate the addresses by commas, and they'll get notifications when a host or service is added to the Deadpool, or when it's deleted or deactivated from the configuration. Now, Deadpool is split into two tabs, Host Settings and Service Settings. Both tabs work almost exactly the same, but the term object will refer to either a host or a service, depending on which tab you're in. Now, Deadpool settings are split into two stages, Stage 1 and Stage 2. Stage 1 defines how long an object must remain in a problem state before its notifications are disabled and it's added to the Deadpool. For hosts, a problem state could mean down, while for services, a problem state could be critical or unknown. Now, once an object reaches Stage 1, Nagios XI will automatically add it to the group Host Deadpool or Service Deadpool, and notifications are disabled. Now, Stage 2 determines how long an object must remain in that problem state before automatically being removed from the Deadpool and either deactivated or deleted based on your choosing. Now, Stage 2 timing must always be at least 5 minutes longer than Stage 1, and Stage 2 is only evaluated after Stage 1 is already reached. And importantly, Deadpool does not work retroactively. If a host or service has already been down for several days before Deadpool is enabled, it will not immediately be deleted or added to the stages based on past downtime. Now, Deadpool also supports exclusion filters, which allow you to prevent specific hosts or services from being affected. You can use exact strings, like localhost here, or you can use regular expressions to define these exclusions as well. These filters are extremely useful for systems that might be expected to remain offline or have expected maintenance time. Now, just to show, service settings have the same options where you can see SSH and FTP are excluded. And when you have everything configured, you can select Update Settings, and objects should start populating that Deadpool group automatically. Now, in order to see objects in the group, you can go Home, Details, and see the host group summary. And after a host is added, it should create a host Deadpool and start adding hosts that meet the criteria. Additionally, you can go to Service Group Summary and see a service Deadpool for any services that have been added to the Deadpool as well. Here you can see the statuses are unknown and critical. Now, to show the same process in modern, we can change our theme by going to Account Settings up here, and under User Interface Theme, selecting our new theme. We'll choose Modern Dark. Now, Deadpool settings can be found in the same places as Neptune. Under the Enterprise tab, you can select Deadpool settings here, or by going to Admin, Monitoring config, Deadpool settings. Now when on Deadpool settings, you'll be first on the general settings page, where you can choose to enable the Deadpool processor, or decide if you want to remove performance data files upon host or service deletion. Additionally, you can choose the email recipients that will be notified upon Deadpool activity. Now the next two tabs are for host settings and service settings, both working pretty much exactly the same, just one refers to services and the other hosts. And for these pages, the stage 1 time determines how long an object, either a host or service, must remain in a problem state before its notifications are disabled and the object is added into the Deadpool. Now for a host, a problem state means down, while for a service, a problem state could mean critical or unknown. Now the stage 2 time determines how long the object must remain in that problem state before it's removed from the Deadpool and either deleted or deactivated upon your choosing. Additionally, you can also choose to exclude objects by using the string of its name or by using regular expressions. Now you can see that service settings work pretty much exactly the same with stage 1, 2, and the ability to delete or deactivate, as well as exclude. And if you'd like to see any more information on Deadpool settings, you can always check out this document to see an in-depth overview. But when you have everything configured, you should be able to see objects populate their respective Deadpool groups. You can go to Host Group Summary, where I have the host Deadpool. Now after configuring everything, you should see hosts and services automatically populate their respective Deadpool groups after their stage 1 time had passed. And if you don't have the Deadpool group, it'll automatically create it for you when the first object is added. And that's it. You've now seen how to use the Deadpool feature within Nagios XI. You now should be able to automatically manage hosts and services that have been in a problem state for an extended period of time. This will keep your network monitoring clean, accurate, and focusing on what's still in use. Now, if you still need any help, or any help with any of our products, visit support.nagios.com. Or feel free to check out our YouTube channel for any more helpful content. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep on monitoring.